the conscious consumer in APAC, Lunar New Year food and drink, and community inclusion. That and more on today's episode.
Want to know what's next? For over 2 decades, we've led the world's most influential brands to create the right products at the right time for tomorrow's consumer. This is WGSN's Client Questions Answered.
Hello and welcome to the show where our experts from around the globe unpack your biggest challenges. I'm Bethan Ryder, Executive Editorial Director here at WGSN. Our first question comes from a client asking, how is the conscious consumer different in APAC compared to Western markets? Let's head to Singapore to hear from Alison Ho, one of our analysts for Insight. Over to you, Alison.
The first thing to know is that APAC consumers are just as environmentally minded as their Western counterparts. But unlike those in the West, consumers in APAC are concerned with immediate issues in their day-to-day life like food safety as well as air and water pollution. They're also critically minded consumers whose purchases are driven by accurate information. In the Bain & Company survey, 90% said that they are willing to spend a premium on sustainability products but don't buy these goods due to a lack of information or the fact that they don't trust claims of sustainability. Brands should invest in transparent and informative messaging backed up by meaningful shifts in product design and supply chain management to find success with sustainability-minded shoppers in APAC. Ecotourism, alternative proteins, and regenerative farming also present key opportunities for brands in the region.
Amazing, thanks Alison. Our next question comes from a client asking, with Lunar New Year being celebrated more widely, what are some emerging food and drink trends that will impact celebrations for 2024's Year of the Dragon? That's a really great question, so let's pass this over to Rachel Tan, our food and drink trend strategist based in Singapore.
新年快乐，大家! As we draw near the end of the 16 days of Lunar New Year, we look ahead to explore emerging trends for the Year of the Dragon. In 2024, consumers will lean on convenient shortcuts such as new frozen formats and meal kits that help streamline cooking. These also let celebrants expand their creativity and cook up festive fusion dishes inspired by third culture cuisine. Symbolic fish dishes will be reimagined with sustainable alternatives, while RTDs will feature layered flavors rooted in Asian heritage.
Brilliant, thank you Rachel. And be sure to check out the team's dedicated Lunar New Year forecast 2024 for early stage trends relevant across Asia and the global diaspora. On to our final question of the day, and this comes from a client asking, how can brands and businesses be a relevant part of communities? And giving us their take on this topic is Gabriel, our mindset consultant based in Sao Paulo. So let's hear from him now.
Exploring new ways of social interaction, consumers are increasingly driven towards communities. Be it connected by technology or IRL, the need of developing more meaningful connections has pushed for mutual and intimate arrangements. In this scenario, brands and businesses that intend to take part in this movement need to become relevant. But how? By investing in getting to know their consumers and building trust among them. Being transparent in their intentions and offering safe spaces where those relationships can be built are initiatives that will help them become active community members.
Great stuff, thanks Gabriel. And that's it for this week. If you have any questions or comments you'd like answered, please pop them in the comments box for our team. I'm Bethan Ryder and I'll see you next time.